Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, and the IYT. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's free, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Traders, if you're looking for a new broker, check out CobraTrading.com/promo/StockBookie. Best in the business, been using these guys for years. If you're an active trader, check out CobraTrading.com. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, so daily chart on the spider. We did have about, I think about 40 million on the day, maybe a little bit less. We were 38 cents down or 0.15% red on the day. No great shakes, guys. Pretty much just another pause day with light volume. So we blasted through these areas, went through the trend line, starting to break out. We did have the 250-250 area as well as the 255.01. This is where it's stalling out. It is subsiding in a bullish pattern, going sideways above the MA, still in a strong stance, but a little bit too far, too fast in my opinion. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of distribution here at the top. If you get into the intraday action here, I mean, just check this out. So we pop up, next day we give it up, pop up, drop, little bit down, gap up, down again, this slow grind up, you know, a little bit of pulling back, nice retrace into this double top here, boom, at the end of the day we fall right back into the 200 MA. So still nothing wrong, still above the 200 MA on the intraday. Let's go to the 60-minute real quick here. 60-minute, we're trying to hold on to the 20 MA. It did close right below it, so let's keep an eye on this as a shorter time frame, and as well as we have gap fill down here around the 253.96 or so. Only a couple bucks lower, not or a buck lower, so no great shakes. Like I said, as long as it's holding these MAs on all time frames, it should be okay. But this little consolidation here inside bar, let's see if we go sideways for another couple days and then maybe the next up move to the 260 area. If this one gives it up, then we'll be looking at 250, 250, and then the 220 MA here at 251.65. Bulls are in charge, and the only reason, 46 million, guys, and that's after hours action too. That's just light volume action. And then even let's go into the monthly real quick here, show you one thing. We are getting a little bit extended off of the 227.98 or the 20 MA, so watch for that as well. You know, but hats off, guys. Bulls are in charge. We keep going up. IWM, let's get into the daily chart. IWM, same thing, took off, broke above here. We had another area, let's see, do we have, well, we didn't have this in here. I'm at my house today, guys. So right now, great, you know, great position above all the MAs, getting a little bit stretched up here from the 20 MA on the daily, but great bullish consolidations. A lot of times these bull patterns will fail and we'll start getting a little bit of a pullback, but we'll see. Lately it's been going up, sideways, up, a little bit of sideways, up. This one's a little bit too far, too fast in my opinion, off this 134 area. But we'll see as a major index, the Russell 2000. We'll see if this one can hold up going into the weekend. So let's see what the Friday close or what the weekly close brings, and we'll take it from there. I mean, we had, where's the volume? 17 million. It was okay. But again, this one I wanted to see some follow through on this one with more volume, which we didn't get. And this week the volume wasn't even there. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks up. So that's a big area as well. Let's see where we close tomorrow. As long as we stay above this major trend line, we're okay. If we start getting below it, guys, tighten the stops up so we can see a little bit of a correction coming on the IWM or overall indexes, period. Let's go back to the daily. Daily, as you can see, volume's just kind of getting light here, just chopping around, taking care of all the puts that expire on October 20th. That's exactly what they're doing, guys. That's what they've been doing for months. If you're writing puts or shorting puts, you're killing it. If you're buying puts, you're getting killed. Pretty simple. Again, 17 million on a day, no great shakes. Let's get into the Qs. Qs again, intraday high, guys. CNBC is going to be hyping this one up. The 10 o'clock news tonight will be, oh, NASDAQ at all-time highs. How high can this market go? So remember, the news right now, the upgrades, the hype, the euphoria, just kicking in here every day. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days up. All-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. This one didn't do it, and another all-time high. So the news is just spreading the word. Facebook, I've been seeing it with Fox or CNBC, new all-time high. So watch out for this, guys. Complacent markets. We only had 14 million on the Qs. That's a little bit dangerous if you ask me. But coming up on this one here, I do want to stick, like I said, I have these lines at my shop. That's not going to do it. So I had an upper trend line there. All right, I got the upper trend line in there, so it's holding that. It's staying above. Some bulls, as long as it stays above that, we should be okay. If it starts slipping, of course, we have support down here. Let's stick a short-term Fibonacci in here just to see where some other levels are. Big level to me will be about 144.61 down in here with the 50 MA. So let's see if this continues sideways, or at the end of the week tomorrow, this ends up closing below. So right now, nothing wrong other than light volume. Keep an eye on that. Let's go to the weekly real quick here. Weekly we'll look at a little bit closer tomorrow. Same thing, just kind of stair stepping up. If you do take this line though, if we go back a little bit further right here and start connecting the dots, that's even a little bit better there. So that's what it's running into. So let's see if we could get through the 150 area we did talk about that weeks ago, even months ago, that 150 could be the target, as well as 150 on the IWM, 250 on the SPY, and then the DIA was I wanted to say 250, but looks like we're going to get possibly to 230 maybe at the most, and we had that. We always had 215. Well, we'll go over that in a minute, but right now, weekly chart on the Qs, okay. Daily chart above all the MAs, good stance, bullish stance. Well, what can I say, guys? This is what's going on. They're killing the puts again in this one as well. Let me fix this one on the daily. Let me come down. It's not a bad trend line there. Let's see if we get above that area and hit the 150 tomorrow. If not, going into next week's and option X. So watch for that. The DIA. The DIA, again, making all-time, it was like all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, and today another all-time high. This one too is great, all-time high, all-time high. So they have every day on the news, it's an all-time high, guys, sucking people into this market, especially the small retail trader. So we did have the 225, we fulfilled that one. We bounced up almost to the 230. We still have 235 possibly to go to. Still in the great stance above all the moving averages, still going sideways, killing the puts. So just be careful, but if you're writing puts or shorting puts, you're killing it in these markets, guys. Every month, that has been the trade. Weekly chart, same thing. We'll go over this tomorrow. I want to see where this thing closes. We had some nice follow through the 225 on this week. Volume wasn't bad here, but the volume here, gosh, look how it dropped off into nothing, guys. So beware of that. I think there's some breaks coming on with school, so some people might be out of town, but watch for that. I don't want to make excuses for the markets and why they're moving up. So if we go to the DIA, let's go to the daily again. You know, again, great stance above the MAs, getting a little bit stretched. Let's go to the monthly real quick here. I know we're in the beginning of the month, but this one's getting stretched too, guys. So be careful with this one. Gosh, that's at 198. We're at 2, yeah. So watch for that. This one's getting stretched, just like the high flyers we play. Be careful in these markets, especially if you're long. Just tighten the stops, play it safe. Don't overload the boat. Don't go into margin and do stupid stuff here, because it'll only bring you pain in the markets. All right, guys, so let's get into the IYT. Again, all-time highs on the transports. This thing just keeps going and going. We talked about this one lagging here back a couple months ago, and boom, they must have been watching my videos, and straight up, guys, the IWM and the IYT, the transports, have to lead for this thing to go up. But I've seen this little trick before where these start leading, and all of a sudden, boom, we start coming down. I thought for sure we'd come down here. We closed it below this trend line, and boom, popped it right back up on anemic volume, guys. So it's very concerning to me, the volume lately. 35 million on the SPY, 25 million on the SPY. There's no participation in these markets, so be very careful. But the IYT, hats off. Stays above this line, we're okay. Getting a little bit extended. See how extended this 20 MA is from the other moving averages. Not that it's an issue, but it's reaching for the stars right now as this thing's going up on hopes and dreams, basically. 180 was a big area of resistance, just natural resistance. Now it's going to be 182.50, then 185 in the IYT. Let's go to the monthly, though. Monthly chart again. This is one that we had a pretty good consolidation pattern. chopping around, chopping around. We stayed above the moving averages, trying to break out. So let's see if this is a false breakout or if this is actually going to start making a move and continuing in a upward direction. The transports, like I said, and the IWM have to continue to lead. And I've seen this little thing before where all of a sudden it starts popping, everyone gets excited, then it just clicks over and just starts to fall. Kind of like this one right here. We're all of a sudden out of the blue, we just started to have pain. So right now, bullish stance above the MAs, still okay. As long as we stay above this trend line in the 20 MA, it will be okay. If this starts to slip and get below, then you better watch out. This thing could come in fast and furious, so just be careful. But again, guys, everything seems to be going okay with the no participation, the light volume. Just keep grinding it. You'll have some pullbacks, but if we get some serious drops in these markets and it starts going, just be prepared to put on some stops and possibly stop out. If you're long, if you're short like me in most stocks, just enjoy it. You know, if it goes up, we're adding slow and steady, and as each one of them's coming in, we're pulling them off and taking the profits and playing it that way. And remember, no more than 10% of your total portfolio in any position. If you're playing the option plays that we've been doing, we've been writing calls in the last week, and those been going really well. No huge positions in those as well. 10% of your total portfolio in any position in shares. If you're doing options, you can go maybe 5%. So if you have a $100,000 account, you're doing 1,000 to 5,000. And guys, if you get 25% on an option, 50% on an option, pull it. Take the money and run. See you later, or see you next time. So, all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Again, go down in the bottom hand corner, like my or subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we'll go from there. Thanks again, everybody, for watching. God bless. See you on the charts.